recording. That's why. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. It seems like lately, obviously, most of us have been indoors and we're a whole lot less mobile than we are on a regular basis. So really key to keep moving. So hopefully this will help. Again, never do anything that causes sharp pain. We're just looking for like that stretch or that strain sensation of about 6 or 7. But definitely wanting to keep going through the motions to keep our joints mobile and our muscles healthy. So let's get started in tabletop. We will be focusing on the spine movements first. So spread your fingers wide, middle finger facing forward, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Let's go ahead, drop your belly, rotate your tailbone to the ceiling, crown of the head to the ceiling for cow, opening up the front of your spine. Now we'll reverse that. We're going to tuck the tailbone, tuck the crown of the head for cat. Really pull the belly button into your spine. And back to cow. Keep breathing deeply. I'll be talking, but you breathe deeply. Try to think of inhaling for a 4 count and exhaling, reverse it to cat for a 4 count. Excellent. All right, now we're going to go knees wide, toes together. Rotate those hips back, kind of like cow hips. Sink back to child's pose. Really lengthen the spine here, stretching the crown of the head to the front of the room, tailbone to the back of the room. Now let's go ahead, pull that belly button in, try to lengthen that spine, and we're going to walk our hands to the left, opening up the side of our spine. Reach that right pinky to the corner of the room, reach that right hip to the right heel. If this is too intense, you can sit on a pillow, put a pillow in between your knees. Excellent. Now we're going to walk our hands to the right. Opening up the other side spine, reaching that left pinky to the corner of the room, trying to anchor that left hip down on your heel. Excellent. All right, walk back center. So now we've opened up the front and the back of our spine. Now we're going to do, and the side of our spine, now we're going to do a spine rotation. So we'll go ahead, take our right foot forward, 90 degrees here. So 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back. Go ahead, hinge at the hip, rotating this right hip to the back wall, pressing into the ball of the foot always, and keep pulling this right hip to the back wall. Take our left hand down, place it on the ground. Pull the belly button in, really lengthen the spine. Go ahead and rotate open, reaching that right hand straight up to the ceiling. Try to be careful that this right knee doesn't drop out. Keep that knee pressing towards the left shoulder. Excellent. Now we'll bring that right hand down on the inside of our foot. Again, keep that knee pressing your shoulder to the shoulder. Rotate open, reaching up to the ceiling. Excellent. Let's take this top hand, rotate that hand to the back wall. Bend at the elbow, drop that hand behind your back. See if you can pick up that bottom hand, rotate through, and see if your hands can meet at the back. Keep pressing into the ball of that foot. Excellent. And release. Excellent. And if you're not able to get your hands rotated all the way up to the back, that's okay. You just go where you can. All right? All right, left foot forward, pressing into the ball of the foot. Again, we're going to hinge forward, so pull that left hip back. Put the right hand down on the ground, pull the belly button in, really lengthen your chest open. Start to rotate open, reaching that left hand straight up to the ceiling. Again, keep that left knee pressing towards that right shoulder. Excellent. Bring that hand down, place it inside your foot. Lengthen your spine and rotate open. Excellent. Take this top hand, rotate that hand to the back wall. Bend at the elbow, allow that hand to drop behind your back. Pick up that bottom hand. See if you can weave it under your leg and bring it up to meet your hand behind your back. Excellent. Go ahead and release. Okay, we're going to get into a little bit of cat-dog here. So let's go ahead, sit back into child's pose, lengthen out. If you have any pain in your back with this, again, back out, stay on your elbows. But if not, let's go ahead, press through, float through for an up dog. Really lengthening through the crown of your head, trying to put some pressure on the tops of your feet, engaging your quads, shoulder blades back and down. This helps reverse all the sitting that we're doing lately. Okay, flip those toes, and let's press back for down dog. Go ahead, you're walking your feet down one at a time, bend the opposite knee, and switch. When you're bending the opposite knee, press into that big toe joint, switch. And again, keep pressing into your fingers and rotating your hips up to the ceiling. Excellent. Let's go ahead, bend those knees, sit back on the big toes. Very important to make sure we have mobility in the big toe joint. And from here, we're going to float through for another up dog. So go ahead, float through. Excellent. With up dog 2, we want to be careful not to have our shoulders up by our ears. We want to rotate them back and down. Think chin in, lengthening out through the crown of the head. Excellent. Let's go ahead and flip those toes. Back for down dog. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Stay with me. This is a little challenging, but so good. Let's take our right knee into our chest. And we're going to go 3-point, reach it up to the ceiling. Release that left heel down. Try to bend that knee. And let's rotate the hips open. Really press into that left hand to maintain balance. Excellent. Go ahead, straighten that leg out, and let's bring that right foot up on the outside of our right hand. Excellent. So go ahead, drop that back knee, flip that foot, and we're going to allow this right knee to bend out a little bit. Press out. Ooh, got a cramp in my foot. Okay, stay with Kent. So sometimes this will happen. When you have a cramp, you back out for a little bit, and then try to get back into it, okay? So I often say these muscles are like 2-year-olds. Let's go ahead. We're going to take this right foot back again to down dog. Muscles are like 2-year-olds. They kind of throw a fit and throw a tantrum if you haven't moved them like we should all the time. Okay, left knee into your chest. And 3-point. Go ahead, bend that knee. Rotate that hip open. Try to keep that your shoulders square as the hips are rotated. Good. Now we're going to take that left foot, straighten it out. Bring that left foot up on the outside of our left hand. Drop that back knee, flip that foot. Go ahead, press your left knee out. Good. Excellent. All right. Bring that foot back. You ready to get a pigeon in?
Yes.
All right. All right, here we go. So we're going to go back to down dog. Take that right knee into our chest. And 3-point, reach it up to the ceiling. This time we're going to bring that right foot up in front of your body. Press that leg in front of your body, lower down to a pigeon. If this is too intense, again, put a block or a pillow under your butt. And you want to stay squared up. Be careful to stay squared up. Good. Instead of like rolling out, this takes the stretch out. That's what our body kind of wants to do. We want to focus on maintaining that strain. So go for that strain. See how low you can go. Keep trying to get that left hip to press towards the ground. And keep lengthening out that back foot, reaching towards the back wall. Excellent. All right, go ahead, press up. I want you to keep the legs the same for just a minute. Press up here. Again, this is lengthening out that hip flexor that gets so short when we're sitting all the time. Good. Think of like lengthening the spine, stretching that spine out. Now we're going to bring that back leg up and around, working on the IT band. Excellent. So sit up super tall here. If this is hard to sit up tall without being rounded, then go ahead, sit on a pillow or a block, but sit up super tall, then start rotating, pulling that left knee across your body. Look towards the back of the room if you can even. Excellent, good job. Now we're gonna take that back, leg back, go back to down dog. Here we go, left knee into your chest, and 3-point, reach that up to the ceiling. Now bring that leg up in front of you. Cross it in front of your body and lower down. Keep breathing deep. Keep that right hip aiming towards the ground. Reaching that right toe back to the back wall. Excellent. Come on up. Let's keep the legs the same for a second. Press up. Is your hip flexor a little tight?
No, I didn't realize you were keeping it the same.
Okay. Excellent. All right, bring that back leg up and around. Belly button in, sit up tall again. Then we'll start rotating. Even try to look at the back wall. And release. Good. Let's try to get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. In. Bend our knees, heels on the ground. Again, try to sit up super tall. And you're going to fold forward. Try to hinge forward at the hips until your chest are on your legs. It doesn't matter how far you walk out. I just want to make sure that you find that strain sensation in your hamstrings. So go ahead and start walking your heels out. Hinge forward with that. Again, think belly button in, lengthen the spine. Breathing deep. And we'll walk out another inch here. Hinge forward. Lengthen down. Good. One more time. Walk out. Hinge forward. Excellent. All right. Come on up. Let's go ahead and put the bottoms of our feet together. Oops, sorry. Forward. Okay. So again, they don't have to be super tall or super close into you. Sit up tall. Lengthen out through your spine. Hinge forward as you press your knees down towards the ground. Keep hinging. Excellent. All right, let's get some windshield wiper action going here. So put your knees or your feet about mat widths apart. And we're gonna go ahead, drop them over to the right. You can go whichever way you want. Take this top hip then and try to get that hip bone to reach the ground. It might feel a little bit crampy in here. That's okay. We don't normally go to an internal rotation. If your hip bone is touching the ground and you're not feeling crampy, you can take a pillow or something and put it under your foot to get it there. The crampy sensation is what we want. Okay, go ahead, switch to the other side. Again, take that top hip, press that hip bone to the ground. So the hip socket, the leg moves in 6 different directions here. So that's where we're trying to go into the directions that we don't normally go into to make sure that joint is just fully kind of lubricated. All right, let's go back the other direction. This time we're going to add another step to it. I want you to take your back hand, put it on the ground pretty close to your butt, and we're going to press up and reach towards the back wall. You can do it again. Just go to where your level is. This again is stretching out that hip flexor that gets so tight with sitting. Excellent, and release. Good, let's switch. Go to the other side. Again, that back hand close to your butt. Press up, keep pressing that front hip forward. Excellent, and release. All right, let's do a few more minutes on our back, getting some back stretches in. I'll probably flip around this way. It might be easier for you to see me. So go ahead, let's lay on our back. Hug your knees in tight. Rock on your back, rock side to side a little bit, massaging your back. And now then let's go ahead, take those knees and drop over to the left. So drop your knees over to the left, try to be knee over knee, hip over hip, and then see if you can rotate open and have your shoulders on the ground, both on the ground, looking to your right hand side. So it's even a good stretch on your neck. Again, pull that belly button in, helping to open up the lower spine, the lower vertebrae. Breathe deep. Excellent. And let's go ahead and pull those knees in again. Hug them to your chest, rock side to side. Excellent. Now we're going to go ahead, drop them the opposite way. Drop them to the right. Try to get knee over knee. And then rotate open, allowing your shoulders to both lay on the ground. Pulling that belly button in. Go ahead, even look to the left to get a stretch in your neck. Excellent. And come back center. All right, now we want to get a bridge stretch in. So I want feet under your knees. You're going to take your hands, press up. We're going to always be thinking of pressing into the ground. It's a great stretch on the back of your neck and your trap muscles where we get a lot of tension, especially from doing desk work. So you're going to constantly be pressing into the ground, pressing your hips up, and you're also going to be pressing in with your arms. If you can, go ahead and clasp your hands under your back and press your arms into the ground. That's ideal. So we want to go ahead, press up, walk our shoulders under our back if we can, clasp our hand, keep pressing your arms into the ground, and keep pressing your feet into the ground, pressing your hips up. You want to almost think of doing a back bend and having your chest come up to meet your chin. Keep pressing. Excellent. And release. We'll do one more of those in a second. So yeah, the goal is to kind of think of getting your chest to come up and meet your chin. So up in the thoracic part of your spine, in between your shoulder blades, it's getting a nice stretch there. So go ahead, press up with your feet again. Walk your shoulders under your back. Press your arms into the ground. Keep pressing your hips up towards the ceiling and trying to get the thoracic spine to arch and have your chin to come up, or your chest to come up to meet your chin. And release. Excellent. All right, let's sit up for one last thing. Let's get a couple of neck stretches in because we've all been super tight with sitting so much. Let's take our left hand, reach it to the ground. Again, you can use whichever hand. Left hand, reach to the ground. Think chin in, so we have correct posture. Our ears should be over our shoulders. Take your right arm up and over and pull your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep that left arm reaching down so you have the opposition pull going on to try to really lengthen out the neck muscles. Good. Now go ahead, take your head, rotate it down, look at the ground. Again, make sure your chin is in, your head's pressed back. Go ahead, pull on the back of your head, and you're going to be pulling your chin to your chest. Again, keep reaching that left hand down towards the ground. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Now we're going to do the other side. So go ahead and reach your right hand down to the ground. Left hand up and over. Think chin in first. Chin in, almost like you're feeling like you're making a double chin. Pull that left ear to the left shoulder. These neck muscles get so tight. Keep reaching that right hand down to the ground. Good. Go ahead and rotate your head down to the ground. Hold onto the back of your head. Pull your chin to your chest. Excellent. And release. And release. All right. Thank you for moving with us. We will be back again next time. But in the meantime, keep moving, keep being active, keep drinking your water.